For all you guys, Jahnavi thought that my background was very, very dull and boring, and that's why she's asked me to add some color to things. So I've added color here and color there, as you can see, and Jahnavi remains very colorful as usual with her curtain, right? Okay, so Jahnavi, I hope you're happy. I think it's a shade improved, right?
Yeah, definitely. Gradient improvement.
Yeah, and this is a good segue for us to talk about, what is okay in terms of catching attention and grabbing attention, which ads typically do. And nowadays, what we are trying to figure out is, where do you draw the line? So the topic that I wanted to speak about and disturb everybody's Monday lunch, which they're having in peace, is the junk food ad ban that may happen, during for the UK. So basically, the Christmas ads, which are
Mm.
really big, like in the UK, Christmas ads are really big, like maybe Diwali ads,
Mm.
with Cadbury's and all are really big in India. And
Yeah.
the weird bit is that you have a situation wherein the UK can ban ads which are connected to junk food. Now, unfortunately, junk food is also comfort food, and junk food is also connected to a lot of festivities, right? So the reason why I wanted to bring this topic up is because I just wanted to figure out, where do you draw the line, right?
Mm.
So there was alcohol advertising which was banned in India, which is probably for the better, and obviously cigarette smoking, obviously that stuff was gone. But then
Yeah.
people started hitting back. The industry started hitting back with surrogate advertising, and now we are beginning to find a lot more things that we can all get addicted to, right? So we can get addicted to sugar, we can get addicted to various kinds of junk food, and therefore we are getting more and more knowledgeable about this whole scenario in terms of addictions, in terms of what is healthy for us and what is not healthy for us. So I wanted your take, from your perspective, as to what you think about where the line in the sand should be drawn as far as ads being banned are concerned.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one is, what is the impact of banning such content, right? Like, if you see the smoking ads, there was a significant drop of 16 to 20% in whatever countries the smoking ads were banned in. Some countries had as much as 108% drop in smoking,
Yeah,
right? And same with alcohol restrictions. But like you said, the way we are evolving and the way the market has been since a number of years, almost everything that is in the market is unhealthy, right? Because we are not really promoting the welfare things. Let's just say welfare is not a very good business model, right?
yeah.
You don't sell it through brands and all. So my question is, tomorrow maybe you will realize that eyeliners are bad, or I mean, yeah, there's actually a study that they actually cause weaker eyesight, right? The ones that are not natural or natural kajal. So tomorrow you might want to ban the cosmetic ads. Tomorrow you might want to ban TV ads because they make your drop your IQ levels. So where do you draw the line? Like you rightly pointed out.
I don't know, right? So it's a very tricky one. So I was listening to I don't know. There's this podcast which Peter Diamandis has. I've forgotten. I think it's called Affluence or Influence or Abundance or some one of those ones, right? So he brings in really powerful guests, and one of the guests that he brought in was a guy called Vinod Khosla, who's this venture capitalist based out of the Silicon Valley, and he's essentially somebody who's been a builder of products and services and stuff like that. Really well-known guy. And one of the things that he was saying was, I don't think that advertising should persuade anymore, right? Advertising should actually only inform. Now, here's this really, celebrated dude who's like hugely into product building and investing and stuff like that, who says that most of advertising is, just creating some sort of unrequired want and stuff like that. So he was obviously looking at it from a futuristic lens, and he was talking of various things that are going to hit us in the future in terms of driverless cars and universal basic income and stuff like that. So I don't want to get too much into the depths of his conversation, but his point on advertising turned out to be a little bit of a like, what's he saying? Like, what is going on? Should all ads only just give information, and then should all information be subjected to what is allowable as far as addictions are concerned and what is not allowable. So it is a really strange one. I don't know, what do you think about Mr. Khosla's
Yeah.
statement?
I mean, fundamentally, he is right. Ethically speaking, even I feel that, ads or whatever content you watch, they have a direct impact on the way you think. But my question is, where will you stop? So, right now, TV ads almost nobody watches. We
Yeah.
have already gone digital, right? If you stop the digital ads, like for example, the regulation that has come,
Yeah.
9 p.m. TV ads, after 9 p.m. TV ads will not be allowed. Who is watching TV ads these days? The kids themselves are on YouTube most of the time. And most of the dinner decisions that we make is anyways before 9 p.m. So,
Yes.
like for example, yesterday I had a very healthy meal prepared for my dinner, but I was just watching a movie and she was eating a sandwich and I suddenly craved Subway. So where do you stop?
Hmm.
Right, that is the major question. The movies are taking you that way. If you stop advertising, you there are always brand placements in within the movies, within the series that you're watching. So I mean, which channel do you say falls under the advertising regulation? Because you can't stop movies showing people eating junk food.
Or smoking or drinking for that matter.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
it's a really strange one. But Janavi, you bring out two really interesting points. Where do we stop? What's the line? And I'm thinking two things, right? First of all, I slightly disagree about uh, agreeing with Vinod Khosla, because I think the human psyche is deeply dependent on meaning, right? And
Yeah,
meaning making is connected to want creation and persuasion and seduction and all the stuff which is abstract, which is not only information led. In fact, I've always argued for the fact that even a subject called information architecture should be renamed as persuasion architecture, because that's what actually what you're trying to do with products and services and stuff like that. So I'm not sure Mr. Khosla is getting it completely right. I understand his intentions, and yes, there is a lot of abuse, but I don't see it as an ethical dilemma, because we want to be inspired. We want to, live in a land of dreams, maybe sometimes. And I think that a lot of the communication which does that, whether it's through advertising or through other types of content, actually does, connect to that. So that's my point on Khosla. And the second point that you mentioned about, okay, where do you draw the line? It's a really interesting one, because my feeling is that people, especially industry leaders, will always game the system.
hmm.
Surrogate advertising came in because alcohol advertising stopped, and today, your subconscious knows what a specific company is selling when they have got holdings all over the place selling sparkling water or whatever, right?
Yeah,
So there will always be solutions that are more insidious. And
right.
as you correctly said, who the hell watches ads, right? Especially on television.
Yeah,
So I think the battleground is only going to be shifted,
yeah.
uh, right, from advertising to something else. I'm not too sure whether the junk food ban on ads in the UK is actually going to stop people from eating junk food. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, even I don't think so. And secondly, advertising is more about two similar brands competing with each other and giving up their value proposition.
Yeah.
Now, if you are not energetically aligned to one product, you will anyways not purchase it.
No.
Every day I watch Maybelline ads. It doesn't mean that I'm going to go to Blinkit right now and order a Maybelline because
No.
I don't use it. It's not going to happen, right? My only decision will be whether I go for a McDonald's or for a Burger King. That's about it. That's all ads are doing. So if I mean, you're just stopping competition from happening on one channel and making, I mean, you're just making marketers be creative. Really, you're just
Absolutely.
helping creative juices flowing.
Absolutely. It's like Trump's tariff things, right? So when you put tariffs from one country, the other country is going to respond in a different way, and
Exactly.
then the whole system will game itself, right? Based upon what's going on. Janavi, I before we end this one, I wanted to know what your definition of a healthy meal is, because all you've been talking of is unhealthy meals right now, Subway sandwiches, McDonald's, and all of that. I am getting really hungry because of that, and it's breakfast time. So, what is your definition of a healthy meal?
Anything that is natural for any environment. For example, for India, millets is a natural
Yeah.
crop. For
Yeah.
UK, US, which are more cold-blooded, it's more of a wheat that increases your metabolism,
Yeah.
right? So it depends. Whatever is natural for any country, any environment, that's healthy for you.
I don't think anything grows here. I'm not so sure. But okay. On that happy note,
We should ask Mr. Churchill, where did you get the idea of importing wheat to India?
I know, right? I know. But all right. Thank you so much, Janavi, and thank you everybody for listening to us. We'd love to know what your thoughts are on this subject. A lot of you who follow us on LinkedIn and even on YouTube are people who are interested in the subject of marketing and advertising. So please pitch in and let us know what you think. On
Yeah,
that
we
happy
love to
note,
hear comments.
happy week and happy